Today it's a really exclusive video and I will share it with you in order you are able to know what to be careful and what to watch when you are boarding on the vessel. Not all the vessels are ideal, not all the companies are ideal, not all of engineers are ideal. And that's why I highlight this high risk thing that you are able to counter while you are boarding, let's say, on the vessel. As you have seen here, this is one actually things that I have seen used on board. So the previous engineers was using these magnets in order to bypass the system and affect the function of the oil content monitor. So this is basically was their practice, and it's really sad to hear that still in nowadays we have the equipment, we have let's say all the regulations in place, we have all the equipment in place, but still people are using magnets. I have never used magnets in my let's say career, for the reason because I know how the system is working, and that's why I have created this training material, training online courses, which will give you this advantage to avoid using what is already existed on the vessel. So when I hear, and it really makes me suspend, and I really want to view what the engineers are doing. Okay, let's now make a pause for a quick advertisement. MOC Insight. Today I will present you a book and also an online course which is associated with crude oil and crude oil washing. This is a book which transfers the knowledge that I have accumulated, the expertise, and all the success that is required in order to have the best possible discharging operations without going on unpleasant situations, additional claims. It makes your work much easier to onboard the vessel. I truly believe on the training material that I have created because all of that has been validated and the methodology has been tested, and it really brings value directly from the first page that you are start reading this book. Another thing also, to have a better understanding and have a deep knowledge, is to join the online course that I have specifically created for this topic, which is already available on the YouTube channel. The book is easy to purchase from the Amazon, and you can directly have access there through the links that I will leave below on this video. So join today and open the windows and opportunities in front of you, much easier and much accessible. Crude oil washing guide with combination with crude oil washing masterclass online course will give you a practical guidance through all the stages from the beginning by understanding of molecules behavior of each and individual grades, its characteristics, how to handle them, what to be careful, how to troubleshoot in case that something is happening, how to select the best programs. So all that, it's a really fantastic journey through the crude oil washing. It will change how you view the crude oil and the discharge itself. It will give you the competitive advantage to stay ahead with the cutting edge knowledge. And when you are there and see that they are doing, let's say, a wrong thing, you ask them why you are doing that. The answer that when you receive most of, let's say, junior engineers and even senior engineers I have seen is, we have done it in the past and this is how the system really works. When I hear this thing and also have hear these things in the office as well, it makes me really suspicious. So I directly can evaluate, even talking with the people directly, I'm able to understand what is going on. and what is the system and how the company is operated. So much experience through the years, more than 20 years in the industry. You cannot hide anything from myself. Okay, and I'm able to determine it really, really quickly. But this is not for my expertise and for my skills. It is mostly to highlight that you can be exposed when somebody else is using these magnets. So we can take a case where you are boarding the vessel, you do not know anything about the vessel, you do not know the person that you relieve. And this is the reality in nowadays in this industry, because there is no a build of the crew, there is no build of the members that are know each other. So it is like a jungle, a really job jungle around, let's say, the corner and everywhere. And when these things happen, really, the people that are before and were entering, they do not care what they will relieve and what they will leave. So basically, they took the money and now they are getting off, let's say, the vessel. It does not matter for them what condition they left the vessel. There is no also proper checklist or any, let's say, filling of documents before, let's say, the relief. And in the most cases, there is nothing left like notes, because these people are, let's say, coming there just to take the 10,000, the 15,000, but actually not doing the real job and the proper job that is required. So this is the condition that is mostly, let's say, in the companies that is happening now. It will be worse for sure, because there is lack of professionals that are staying on, let's say, on the seaside. And there is many things that are related with that. For sure, as an expertise, I have the knowledge to start to change this and shift this behavior, but as we see from the companies, they are not willing to improve that. So the improvement is not coming overnight. And another thing also that is really important to say here, that you can be exposed. Just imagine a scenario that your reliever is, let's say, left from Rotterdam or wherever, let's say, from European, and you're going to US, okay? And then you have an inspection, and you have an inspection which actually take a sample from the pipe of the oily water separator discharge or any other, let's say, oil content monitoring system, okay, pipeline. And they found that there is oil presence more than the ppm that you are discharging. Everything is fine, let's say, in the papers, in the documents, and all the things, all the entries are good, but actually the real conditions show in the pipe shows that the system was bypassed. And one of the system bypass, it is this kind of magnets that are used. Some bypass, let's say, valves and all the things that we have seen also in the reports from oil, US Coast Guard. So you have relieved the person, he has already gone at his home, he has taken these thousands of, let's say, six figures of money, and you are now face the prison, okay, and high fines. So your reputation will be less and less through the years. So you have been exposed through a person which you don't know. You can be also first time in the company, you don't know anyone. It can be the case, it can be a real case situation. And now you have faced also the penalties, the fines, maybe you can lose your license. And company really does not care what happened previously. Okay, so you must be really careful how you receive the vessel, what you receive the vessel. And I believe also, in order the seamen to be protected and avoid, let's say, jail, fines and all the things, it should be more structured the way how the vessel being the command is being transferred and how the things being checked. Because most of the times what is happening, the person is boarding, the other person goes off, and that's all. It's just a simple trust. But the real world situation shows that we do not need to trust anyone because they are not our friends, they are not our colleagues, and they are not our, let's say, yes, co-workers or whatever. So basically, yes, they are looking to do the job as much easier as possible. They do not like to see the real issues of why their system is not working or what they're facing, let's say, and resolve the real problem by itself. And they use the easiest way, just bypassing the system, discharge everything, let's say, on the sea or wherever they like with the cruise vessels, that they're also discharging huge amount of contaminants, which also ruin the environment as well, and has a huge impact on the quality of the life of the people. So this is the reason also that I'm making the courses, and why this courses also is going for, let's say, from the public accessibility to the paid accessibility. It's also showing the proper way, and for the proper way you have to access this material. You have to access this material through a membership in order to properly learn how the things are working. So be careful, be suspicious, make your checks, and also for the companies, yes, they have to change the entire process on this kind of thing. It will for sure secure the reputation of the companies. For sure, one of the crucial things is to build the fleets, to build the crew members, the officers, and not pick up from any agencies, let's say, which is not known, which is not tested, and it's not, let's say, reputable. All the things plays huge role, because you have an expert which explains you how the things should work. You can do it the way around, but it will not work. It will not work because it does not have fundamental knowledge, skills that really requires of understanding the business and the maritime industry. So that is it. That is my awareness message to you and to the companies. So there is no easiest way. There is always a way that takes time, takes longer, and only with this way, the proper training that the crew members needs to be received, only this way you're able to build a strong fundamentals, strong foundation. Thank you very much, and see you on the next video or in our live stream on Friday 4 p.m. and Saturday 4 p.m. GMT time. Also, don't forget to purchase the crudo washing masterclass book, and also to join of our great memberships. Just press the join button and you will see all the accesses that you are able to join to this great material that I have been created for you. Thank you very much, and bye bye.